Hi everyone, so welcome to Missing Poor Value. So if you can see here, the cruise industry proposes travel restrictions for passengers over 70. So if we look at the scheme of things, how badly does this hit the cruise ship industry? So we look at the demographic and we go, okay, how many people over 70 take these ships? Well, the minimum is around 13 to 14%. So you can kind of see this is a large impact. As well as if you consider most people in their right mind do not want to be taking their children on cruise ship these days because children and the elderly are the two people, are the two age groups that are most badly affected. So when you consider the, minimum 13 or, if we go 8%, that's at least 20% of your age demographic that probably won't be taking your cruises. And then you've got this other age group that's probably being fearful, so you're going to have a big reduction in demand, and that's why cruise stocks have been hit hard. Like you look at Carnival, and this stock used to trade closer to $50, but now it's less than 22. That's about a 60% hit. And you have Royal Caribbean that used to trade at over $130, and now it's trading about $44, which is about another 60% hit. But the worst hit company is actually Norwegian Cruises, where their stock used to trade like around about $60, and now it's about 15. So they're well over 70% in terms of discount to their stock, which is an incredible discount, right? Because you can't look at this company and you go, a $12 billion company now selling at $3 billion, right? And here, Royal Caribbean, a $25 billion company selling around $9 billion right now. And then now you have like Carnival, which traded around a $40 billion company, selling at 15. So you look at these prices and you must be thinking, this one event is literally having this massive discount on these companies. And that's why people are excited to be buying them up. And in the long term, you'll be right. These things recover, the stocks recover, so the question is there more short-term pain? Because like if you're buying at $40 and you're like, I'm here for the long run, I'm here for this really beautiful dividend. Like currently this dividend is 8% for Carnival and Royal Caribbean is like 6%. Whereas Norwegian Cruises doesn't show one, but you can see like 6% here, 8% here. Those are large dividends. And a lot of people were like, okay, we're just gonna buy, we're gonna get really good dividend. Like originally it was like 4%, then it went to like 6%, and now it's like 8%. So the dividends is very attractive, though I'm expecting them to cut their dividend because in this type of situation, you're going to be very cash strapped, particularly with these companies. If you can't run your ships, you still have to maintain them, and you still have to pay your employees. Like the one thing that companies can't not do is pay their employees. Like some of them are, in a way, not paying the employees and telling them to take a holiday, though they can't do that for a very long time before they come under fire. So that's a problem. You've got these companies that are going to be very cash strapped, and their business is going to suffer for at least a whole year. Like, never mind if things get better. People just don't want to take cruises for a long time, at least not until next year. So if you buy into these companies, you're saying, I'm here for the long run. I see potential in this to come back. Or else, you kind of end up holding while something's dropping. Because if you look at Carnival and you're like, at $40, I was buying because there's a good dividend and I believed it came back. But then it dropped to like 30 and you go, oh, same story. I believe I will hold, and then you go through this pain again and then now it's like $20 and you had the same rationale. If you use the same rationale, well, it's not going to necessarily benefit you by using that rationale. It's more like, what's the current problems with this market? Is it over yet? Because like you're dealing with uncertainty. The problem is everyone tried to make big moves too early, and now a lot of people are paying for it because they bought these stocks at very high prices. Like right now, it's not too bad. Like $20 or 22. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like considering how much these companies are selling it, and mind you, like Carnival has over 100 ships, so this company has a lot of assets that literally cannot be like recreated by and by other companies immediately. So the competition isn't necessarily coming in that quick. And you would think a large company like this had the ability to weather the current situation. So that's more, like you're looking at this and you're going, there's a good value play here, but it's a long-term value play. And the question is, do they have a bit more, like, is there a bit more, like, pain to come in the short term? And probably is. Like, banning 70-year-olds is just a start. Next, you're going to have, like, ports. Well, there are some ports that literally just ban cruises. And you're probably going to get more ports in the future that are going to continue that. And governments are actually telling people not to take cruises. They're like, it's just not advised. So like, when you consider it, business is reducing from all ends now, but with a forced ban, because literally the government has told the cruise industry, you have to come up with some restrictions, or we will do it for you. So the cruise industry is like, okay, we'll just do the one thing of banning 70-year-olds, and then that still leaves us with some business. If they ban like 50-year-olds and higher, oh, they're gonna wipe out so much of their business. Because you gotta look, if we like 60 to 69 is about 19%. So even if you ban from like 60, that's a huge hit in your business because that's well over a third when you combine these categories. And then when you combine the 50 to 59, that's half your business. So yeah, like it's not a good effect if you start banning those. Though when you think about this 40 to 50 demographic, a lot of these people are workers, like working, and then now they're being put on leave. So a lot of people do not have this disposable income. A lot of people will be tightening the belt. No one's like trying to spend on cruises, except like really young people who are like, I'm not gonna like, I'm still young. Like, if I get sick, I get better. And it's selling at a discount because yeah, cruise liners, they all of a sudden they have so much capacity. They're trying to get tickets out the door, get people taking boats. And the most likely people to take them right now are people in their 20 to 30s. And yeah, like, but that's like a small demographic in terms of your customers. So that's the thing. It's not a good look right now. And though you also have to look at things and go, what's the minimum asset value of these companies? Like, if I say Carnival drops to $10 billion, it's insanely weird because you're going, this company has over 100 ships, yet it's just selling at $10 billion or something like that. Right now 15. I think it's a good value play, but I do sense like there is some more pressure to come. And right now, in a recessionary market, it's not about value, it's about survival. And the thing is, when people sell things down, they aren't thinking, oh, I'm selling, something valuable in order to get my cash out. They're thinking, I need my cash out because it's a life or death situation. If I don't have my cash, I can't survive. And in a recession, when you don't have a job or, something's, or you're reading really bad headlines and you're being really fearful of everything, then yeah, there's going to be a big sell down. And that's the thing, there's nothing you can do to really protect yourself when markets are selling down except holding cash and being able to buy at lower prices. So, like, I mean, if you don't think the stock's going to drop anymore, then you potentially go, this is an opportunity, and this is where I buy and hold for the next year or 2 years. Or you go like, I'm not comfortable with this. This situation is very uncertain right now, which is a very uncertain situation. Markets hate uncertain situations, and yeah, like it will be impacted. The only positive is just crude oil just got heavily sold down because of the war between Saudi Arabia and Russia. So yeah, you can kind of go like the only positive right now is that they can run these ships with a very low cost fuel price. But apart from that, their passengers are shrinking. They've got extra restrictions to go by, and it's getting very tough. I do think there's a bit more room to fall for these companies, though it comes to an extent where its asset value is literally ridiculous how low these things get sold down. But yeah, like let me know if you want me to look into these companies a bit more. Like I have looked into Carnival a bit, but I haven't looked into like Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. And if you're interested in these companies, do let me know. I'll look into their situation and go, what is the ability for these companies to survive in like a debt-laden situation? Because if these companies lose business, how much cash are they holding? How much debt would they have? And that's kind of the scenarios you want to consider. Like it's about survival right now. It's not about how much value I'm getting entirely. Markets are considering what survives, and currently these companies are being put under a lot of pressure right now. So we'll have to see how things go. But currently, I think there's a bit of short-term pain still to come, since things are still not that certain yet. Let me know what your thoughts are, or if you need companies you want me to look at. Until then, good luck investing, everyone.